Good morning. This is TCR, TroyCommunityRadio.com. I'm Clint Myers on 107.1 WTJN. Time for the Mayor's Report. And with us this morning, Mayor Michael Beamish. Welcome to the program.
Season's greetings to you, Clint, David, and all those people listening out there.
Closing in on Christmas, and quite quickly, I might add.
Santa's been busy.
He's been very
just
busy.
about ready to make his run, but I think we still have a weekend left.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, he's going to be in the Santa house today from noon until 2, and then 5 until 8 tonight.
That's great. So we have a last-minute wish list. Santa will still be around, and then he's got a lot of work to do, and he needs a lot of rest.
Still have a chance to get over and make sure that Santa knows that we've all been good boys and girls this year.
I want to thank Santa for all he did in this Troy community and having the Santa house by our local home builders. This is what holiday Christmas spirit's all about: joy, peace, love, and fellowship.
Absolutely. And all the decorations downtown have just made it so festive, and love seeing all the shoppers out and about in downtown Troy.
Well, I've always said the small businesses are a backbone of our community. Troy is the living room of our community when they come downtown, and so it's great to see people supporting that.
It's like everyone's been shopping in our house.
Absolutely. Good job, Clint.
All right, you had council last night.
We did.
Last night, Monday night.
Monday night we did have council. So there's only two. We had no resolutions. We had 2 ordinances, but 2 big ordinances.
And this is the last council of the year.
Last council of the year. But the one ordinance that, and both of these ordinances passed unanimously by the full council, 9-member council. The one that I think a lot of people are interested in, as they see down on Main and Elm and Adams, a lot of landscaping, I guess, would be going on right now. Well, the Kettering Health Network wants to build their Troy Hospital. To do that, they needed a change of zoning to a planned development. So that has been through the readings, and it is a piece of emergency legislation. People wondered, why emergency? Well, they want to get under construction as quick as possible, and to do that, they got to move along. They have construction goals that they need to meet. So council was asked to put that as emergency, and it was the 3rd reading, and 9-0 vote. So they showed their support for the Kettering Health Network and what's going to be called the Troy Hospital.
I'm excited as I see all the earth move. It just seemed like earth was moving around from area to area. Now they've moved some of that back to the property behind them. And it really looks like we're going to start seeing something, brick and mortar here real soon.
With this planned development, you'll start to see the brick and mortar come about. And it's going to take a while, but it'll be fun to watch people see that develop as the year goes on.
Absolutely.
We also had another ordinance today, and that was the acceptance of the Strayer annexation. That has gone through the process with the county and the city, and so we needed to make final approval. And again, that was 9-0 vote, so that was pretty simple.
Everything moving ahead.
Everything's moving forward.
Wonderful. Now, you've had some council members long-term that they're at the end of their term, and as they leave, some new people coming in as well.
That's right. Thanks you, Clint, for bringing that up, and I would be remiss if I didn't say a big thank you to 2 of our outgoing council members, longtime veterans on council. Lynn Schnee, many of her know of her as an educator at Forest Building, a wonderful lady, did due diligence on every issue. We're going to miss her on city council, as well as Doug Tremblay. Doug Tremblay was the 2nd member that will be leaving council. He was the 2nd Ward council member. Lynn was the council at large member. But Doug also, his history goes very deep in this Troy community as a pharmacist serving people there. His work with the Historical Society and all the museum efforts there. His work with Optimism, being a friend of youth. He goes deep. So I want to wish both of them a wonderful endeavors in their future. and hopefully we'll see them around town a lot. But we will be welcoming on January the 2nd at the council meeting, and they will be sworn in ahead of that. But Bill Lutz will be joining the Troy City Council, as well as Todd Sievert. And Todd was a council member years ago, and he's now coming back on the scene at Troy City Council. So we welcome those two to the Troy City Council for the future years.
Great members of the town involved in our local government.
And Bill and Todd come, they have great experiences in our community in the area, so we'll welcome them, and we know they'll do a fine job to also work with the 7 other members and President Marty Baker.
Okay. A lot to look forward to here in this coming year. Here we are. We're just literally like a week, almost a week away from the end of the year.
Well, that is true, and I should mention one other person, J.C. Wallace, the president of the Troy Area Chamber of Commerce and executive director of the Troy Development Council. He came on and made an end-of-the-year presentation about the efforts, partnership that we have in this community, which makes Troy great. And JC discussed that and showed the vibrancy of our business and industry that we have here in Troy. But he also had a challenge for us. So we need workforce, which means we need the amenities, the quality of life to attract people into our community so that they can take the jobs that we do have. And JC did a wonderful job making that presentation. I want to say that. And that kind of leads into maybe my final thoughts.
And what are your final thoughts as we wrap up the year?
We in Troy live in a very vibrant community. We've been truly blessed with so many partnerships, as I said, and the opportunity that we all have to serve and give back is important into a Troy community. So with saying that, I want to wish everyone the warmest of a very Merry Christmas, the whole holiday season that we share in fellowship with each other as community, and I hope for a year ahead that's full of joy, happiness, and productivity as we move Troy into the future for our citizens and our community and this great Miami County.
All right. Thank you so much, Mayor. Hopefully you have a joyous Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, you and your family.
Well, thank you for saying that.
We'll see you again in 2018.
Doesn't sound possible, but 2018 is right there.
It is indeed.
So, Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas to you, Mayor. This has been the Mayor's Report. I'm Cled Myers on 107.1 WTJN.